Hey, what's up guys, it's Disturbed. Today we're going to be taking a look at the weekly vendor restock like we do every single week. Again, we're only going to be looking at the stuff that's going to be worth looking at. We're not going to waste our time with crappy performance mods or something that just isn't worth looking at. So, just so that, I'm saving your time and saving my time as well. So hopefully you guys do enjoy that. Again, before I get into it, I just want to say I'm really sorry for taking a long time this week. Again, I said this wasn't going to happen, but it did. You know, life stuff gets in the way, and I'm sorry. But hopefully I'm still the first person to get it out there, and hopefully this helps. And if it does, please make sure to drop a like or even subscribe if you aren't already, because I do make these videos every single week. Sometimes I'll be late, like this week I'm a couple hours late, but you know, I'm pretty sure I still get it out before anybody else. But without further ado, let's get right into it, guys. Just starting off in the base of operations, this weapons vendor actually has a pretty decent burstfire MP5A4, deadly, unforgiving. These are good if you're able to shoot them well, and maybe if you're on PC and even using a macro, these are pretty good. They are SMGs, so SMGs aren't the greatest in this patch, but I mean, if they end up getting buffed, that would be pretty nice to look at and maybe even pick it up just to keep in your stash. I mean, 1.6 mil, not that big of a deal, so might as well just pick it up if you think that this would be fun to use in the future. Then taking a look at this normal gear vendor, there's these Savage gloves here that are pretty decent, I would say. I mean, I'd only buy them if you don't have any other Savage gloves. They rolled with electronics and pistol damage, AR damage, and crit chance, so you could roll off the electronics and then you just kind of have to deal with the fact that there's pistol damage on there. Of course, they're not going to be perfect, but I mean, if you don't have any other Savage gloves, I'd still recommend buying these because you'd only be losing like 15% crit damage, and I'd much rather have the 7% crit chance over 15% crit damage in that case. So, and I mean, if you don't have other good gloves anyways, you might as well just buy it. Just thought I'd mention it. Alright, now just taking a look at the special equipment vendor. He has probably a bunch of different stuff, but I just think it's worth mentioning it every single week. So, enhanced BP19, pretty bad rolls there. This is actually pretty decently rolled. SA58, deadly, unforgiving. Deadly isn't the best in the world, but hey, it's still alright. Not the best, meh. SRS, MG5s, meh. There's an okay, I mean, it rolled EDR, and you'd probably rather have something else, but it's an okay refresh mask if you don't already have one. A Deadeye mask. Ooh, this is pretty, it's an okay alpha ridge mask, good armor roll, just kind of like last week. It has low firearms and it didn't roll enemy armor damage, and the exotic damage zones isn't the best. So I mean, if you don't have another alpha mask, I'd say get this, but otherwise probably not worth buying. Robust holster, or I mean chest, not holster. Striker's chest, sentry chest, relentless backpack, backpack of the nomad, Lone Star backpack, final measure backpack, Predator's mark backpack with no armor, that kind of sucks. Defense backpack. Some accomplished knee pads, got ourselves a gunslinger holster, tactician holster, hunter's faith holster, banshee holster. Wow, 1000 armor on these cunning gloves, damn, that's crazy. Firequest gloves, which are pretty damn nice. Reclaimer gloves, stam mod, performance mod, quick release mag, suppressor, not the greatest stuff, but I just thought it's worth showing them every week because there's some gear sets that some people might not, or that might, some people might want that. Sorry, I can't talk right now. There's some people that might want some of that stuff, so I just think it's worth mentioning. Here we got a Super 90 blueprint, M870 blueprint, electronics backpack, and firearms backpack even, so if you want to craft like a god roll specialized backpack, feel free to pick that up. We got a vertical grip, which isn't going to be great because the main stat's optimum range, that's pretty shitty. Heavy magazine spring, this isn't going to be great because you can't get mag size on it. Electronics gear mod, pretty cool. And then an SRS, and the rest of these are just going to be 229, so I'll just slowly scroll down here just so you can see everything. So yeah, now we're just going to move on. Alright, at the Cavern Safe House, this is the first safe house with something that's a little bit decent. There's a performance mode with first aid self-heal, so if you don't already have some of these, you can get it. It's not the highest roll, I believe the highest you can get is 6 or 6.5. But I mean, if you don't have any others, it's still worth picking up because this is a really nice performance mod to have. Get your heal to be really powerful, but otherwise, I mean, yeah, it's pretty nice. Alright guys, at the safe house, the ward, there's an okay tenacious mask. If you don't have one and you just want a mask that will work for your build, this will be alright. You can keep the skill power and then roll for enemy armor damage. That's probably what I would do. Otherwise, you just roll for crit chance here, but I'd much rather just keep the skill power and go for enemy armor damage, because enemy armor damage is hard to pass up. But I mean, it's pretty decent, good armor roll. The the stamina there isn't the best, but I mean, still, it's an alright mask. Alright, for all you evil not sticky bombers, all you evil one-shot Secret Mine builders out there, you dirty cunts, at the Southpaw Safe House, there's a performance mod that has 4% Secret Mine damage, so if you want to be an evil bastard, sorry, that's my phone, if you want to be an evil bastard, feel free to pick that up. Alright, at the Firewall Safe House, we got a stam mod over here that rolled 247 stam and 249 armor. It could be a lot higher, like the stam could be at least like 260, 270, I think. and the armor could be around 280, but I mean, it's still pretty decent. If you don't have these, I definitely recommend picking them up. You have to get armor on your mods, and if you don't, your toughness is going to be really low, so I definitely suggest picking these up if you don't already have them. My family is blasting music downstairs, so hopefully you guys don't hear it, but at Checkpoint East 40th Street, we got a Tenacious Mask here. This is pretty nice as well, and we also have a small grip with 17% crit damage, 4% reload speed, 2% accuracy, which is pretty decent. Alright, this is going to be awesome for some people. At East 34th Street, we got a lightweight M4 with Destructive, Prepared, and Adept, which is actually pretty damn nice. It has really good base damage, 22% enemy armor damage. I might myself actually buy this because right now I have just a complete wasted talent sustained, but Adept is not a wasted talent at all. 7.5% crit chance. I'm actually so happy about this. So if you don't have an M4, this is actually going to be really good. Adept, of course, isn't going to be as good as Competent or something, but this is still really, really good. Adept is actually pretty damn awesome, and I mean, Destructive is one of the talents that you're going to be using with Alpha Bridge anyways, so I would definitely buy this. This is fucking awesome. I'm actually so happy that this is here. Also, Robust Chest, nothing's that great there. Just make sure you get this M4 if you don't already have one. An M4 is basically the same as an LVOAC. The lightweight M4, at least a police M4, and the other one, they have a little bit more recoil, but the lightweight M4 is actually much more manageable. Actually, possibly even more manageable than that of the LVOA, so it's really nice, especially with these rolls on it, so I definitely recommend picking this up. And I'd also roll off Prepared, because Prepared isn't going to give you that much, but Adept is really nice. Alright, at Checkpoint West 31st Street, if anybody's trying to do the 100% ult build, there's an M60 here with pretty decent talents. It has Meticulous and Skilled third slot, so if you rolled out Capable for something else, this would be amazing if you're trying to do that 100% ult build, because you're going to need Meticulous, and having that in the top slot is pretty good, especially with Skilled in the bottom slot, so I'd definitely pick that up. And then there's some Prosperous knee pads, which are okay. They don't have armor, though. Pulse duration, yeah, nothing's that great. I'd just say the M60 is pretty good if you're trying to do that 100% ult build and you have a good gun to go with. Alright, and at West 39th Street, we got another gun that would actually work with that build. It has Vicious, Capable, Commanding. Vicious isn't the best in the world, but I mean, Commanding, if you buy that other gun, you'll already out of the gate be able to use a build. You just roll off Capable for something like Destructive or something else and roll off Capable on the other one. Then you have Commanding, Meticulous, Skilled, all the talents you need. Vicious is alright. Probably not the best out of the three, but I mean, hey, you could still keep it and then get the other talents, which would be great. Then there's a First Aid Ally Heal Performance mod if you're trying to go for Marco Styles build just to get some extra healing. That would be pretty nice. And yeah. Alright, this is what I'm talking about. At West 53rd Street, we got a firearms mod with the firearms could be higher, granted, but the armor is pretty good. I mean, 264 armor, you know, could be higher, but it's definitely still great. So again, if you need one of these, it only costs 21k DC funds. So I mean, you definitely want to be able to put in firearms or stam mods with armor on them to maximize your toughness. I mean, otherwise you're going to be really squishy. So if you don't have these, definitely pick these up. These are pretty decently rolled. Again, the firearms and the armor could be better, but it is what it is. Got to work with what you got. Alright, so that's it with all the DZ checkpoints. We got some pretty nice stuff, so let's hope that we can continue the luck here. Oh, lots of Deadeye. What the fuck? Alright, we got a Deadeye mask, which is pretty good. A Deadeye chest piece, which is pretty good. Deadeye backpack, not so much. Striker's knee pads, damn. These are pretty damn nice if you're gonna use Striker. Striker's holster, pretty good. Reclaimer gloves, alright if you're gonna use an LMG, I suppose, in PvP. Otherwise, it's not much it. So if you're gonna try to make a Deadeye build, I guess this week is the time to do so. Maybe not with this backpack, but I mean, damn. Alright, moving on. Alright, in DZ5 at the weapon mod vendor, see if we got anything good. A quick release, okay. Okay. Alright. I didn't really expect much more from this smug asshole. Oh my god. Excuse me. Every single week he sells just crap mods I don't understand. Alright, moving on. Alright, let's see if this gal has any decent mods this week. Hopefully some. Oh. Alright. Kind of expected that. Alright, let's hope there's some decent guns at DZ3. Alright guys, in DZ3 at the weapons vendor, let's see what we got. First wave X45, alright. Not really going to comment on that. Unforgiving Commanding, okay. Pretty shite. Pretty shite as well. Shite. And a more shite, okay. Well, just a lot of shiza, but I don't know. I'm fine because I got a lightweight M4, so I'm happy. But let's just hope the DZ2 vendor has something good, and if not, it's all good because I got my lightweight M4. Alright guys, just to finish it off in DZ2, we got a pretty decent Tenacious Mask. I think the other one might be a little bit better, actually. I'm not 100% sure. I'd have to compare them side by side, but pretty nice. Got a Robust Chest, nobody cares. Relentless Backpack, nobody cares. Prosperous Knee Pads, nobody cares. Sturdy holster, nobody cares, and astute gloves. All right. So, to sum that up, there's just some nice garbage. But hey, I mean, I'm perfectly content with the way that this week went. We got a lightweight M4, some pretty decent armor mods. I don't need any of those armor mods, but the lightweight M4 is going to help me out. I've been trying to get a new LVOAC forever, and I finally now just got a lightweight M4 that had sustained as opposed to focused, because focus was a complete waste. But now, alternatively, I get adept. I do end up losing 200 base damage, but I mean, 18.7k is close to max roll with the amount of firearms that I have. 18.9 or 19, I believe, is the absolute max on the roll that I have right now. So the fact that I could get this, get 2% and more enemy armor damage, and trade off sustain for adept is a huge thing for me, and I'm really happy that I was able to do that. So hopefully you guys are happy as well. I know that a lot of people needed an LVOAC or a lightweight M4, and this is definitely going to be a great option for you guys, because I mean, it has destructive on it natively, and adept. Both are really good talents. Destructive, I'm always going to be running with Alpha Bridge. Adept is like second best, to competent, or maybe even third best. So I'm sure there's a couple other things you can get. You get like brutal, deadly. Adept is good, you know, fierce, competent. There's a bunch of different talents you could get, but adept is still one of the best talents you could get. So it's really nice that this is there. And I mean, you know, high base damage roll, enemy armor damage. I know a lot of people don't have one of these, so it's really great that this was there. But yeah, that's gonna be it. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed, please make sure to drop a like and subscribe for videos similar to this one. I'll see you later, guys.